Okay, so this one's in drop D, and we've got the capo on the 2nd fret, and just a great song by Bruce Cockburn, who is really just an amazing guitar player. And it reminds me of some thing I read on the internet a while ago where somebody asked Eddie Van Halen. Well, some people think this was Eddie Van Halen. Other people think it's Eric Clapton, whatever. I think it was Eddie Van Halen. They asked him what it was like to be the best guitar player in the world. And his reply was, I don't know, ask Bruce Cockburn. So there you go. Yeah, it's drop D. So we've got our E string drop down to our D, capo 2nd fret. And basically what we're going to do here is we're just going to fret this chord, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, G7, B7, and E5. Yeah, so we get this E chord. Okay, and that's the basic pattern. And most of the song is right hand, and Bruce Cockburn is a very unique player, very proprietary kind of a picker, you know, like he just makes up his own stuff. So this one is actually pretty tough to get down. It's going to take a bit of work because it's quite unorthodox. Well, as far as my experience goes, it's unorthodox. So what we're going to do here is Travis pick, right? So we're going to do this with our thumb. Just low D and open D. And that'll be the same throughout the whole song. Now, on that first chord, we don't want to have those, we don't want to have them open. We want to mute here on that. We'll get our palm and put it on near the bridge. So we're getting a, it's muted, right? As opposed to, okay, so that's where we want to start. Just this, and I'll just go over it real slow. And what we want to do is we want to assign our fingers on our picking hand. So 3rd finger on the E string, 2nd finger B, 1st finger G. Okay, so that's how we want to assign them for the rest of the song. And what you want to really think of is this. Okay, so what I'm doing there is as my thumb is hitting this open D, I'm going to pick the B string and the E string. Okay, so and you let those ring. Okay, so you've kind of got to get that into your head as a beginning point of this song. So I would suggest just practicing that until you get it under your fingers. Okay, now to get it even closer, we're going to add our 1st finger now on the G string. Okay, and while our thumb is going to continue this, instead of just going, we're going to add this. We're going to go. Okay, so that's all that is. Right? So you add the thumb in there and you've got okay, that's your next stage, is to get that down. And this song on the record is 158 beats per minute, which is really quick. Be more like really quick, okay? And I've seen a video of him playing it live. I tapped that out, and he's more about 151. So on the demo at the beginning, I did it was roughly 153. Because for me, playing this really fast, it's really hard to do. With feel, you know, so I slowed it down a bit. Still not as slow as he's doing it live. Okay, so you got this. Now we got to do that lick, okay? And the lick sounds like this. Okay, so what we're going to do there is we're coming out of this. We're going to take our 1st finger off and we're going to pluck the E string, the low E, and the high E. Okay, so here. as we pluck the D, we're gonna pluck all three of those, and we're gonna pull off from here, from E5. Okay, so real slow. Okay, a little faster. Okay, and up to speed. Okay, and this is where we're going to change chords. And when he plays it, he does his thumb. He uses his thumb. So what he'll do is he'll take that chord formation, there, there, and there, right? And just move it down one string. So from here to here. Okay? And he'll get this B note here with his thumb. And he'll kind of go... And as you can see, I'm buzzing like crazy here. I can't do it that way. My thumb's too small. So what I do is I do it this way. Okay, I just bring my first finger over here to get that B note. And I've got those two. I'm just not getting this one. But it doesn't matter because open E is that one. Same note. Okay, so that's how I do it. And the picking on that is you just maintain the thumb, right? Low D, high D. Well, not high D, but D string, you know, E string, D string, even though we're fretted now on D7. Maintain the thumb in that pattern. Okay, and our fingers are now going to go. Okay, so I'll just get in tight on that. So we're going to be E string, right? G string, B string. Back to the G string. And then E string, G string. Right? Once more, real slow. Okay, actually that last one is going to be an open G because we're going to go back to the other chord. Now I'm going to put the thumb in there too, so we're going to go. And that's where the open G comes in there as we're getting back to the first chord. So try it one more time. Right? And then we're back to that. Okay, so those two parts together. Okay, and that's it. That's 90% of the song. That's the hardest parts. Also, when you go to this chord, that's kind of the main lick, you know. That's what's... He generally plays that when he's not singing. When he sings, he simplifies it and he goes. It's just like. Right? And it's not always that. He changes it up. I mean, you know, when they're in the studio, these kind of guys just get in a groove. They get a vibe going. In my opinion, I wasn't there, of course, and you know it's always a bit different, right? So there's little variations here and there, but the idea is when the singing starts, he's not doing that more intricate lick. He's just going. Kind of an idea, right? Okay, so that's the bulk of it right there. And like I say, it's technique. It's right hand technique, basically, what this song is about. And it's a little different than what you're probably used to. It's different than what I'm used to, and it's taken me a while to just sort of get that together. Especially the muting. I think the muting is the kind of key part, especially to that first chord. You don't really mute on that second chord. It just more rings, you know, but you definitely want to get the muting on that first chord. Okay, then we go to the chorus, and the chorus is really simple. And what we do is we're going to come down to this chord here. And what that is, it's like an E minor 7. Okay, so we're D2 and B3. And then because we're in drop D, we've got to go up 2 frets to get that E note, right? So there's your E minor 7, but we very rarely play that high E. And we're just going to keep the thumb the same. And we're going to go like do. That's the chorus, right? And then to D. Okay, so coming out of this, back up. And then you can just throw that in there. You know, whenever you want. Just kind of jamming that part out a bit, right? And then the last time we go to this D chord, we're going to fret it like this. Okay, so we're here on D4, G2. Oh, yeah, and that's actually, I fret that, but that's not sounding because I'm putting my little finger here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B5. So we're getting that there, right? And he sort of adds a bit of a mute there. It's hard to tell in that part of the song with the guitars because a lot of the other instruments are kind of taking over that part. Okay, so the chorus then coming out of this, of course it's faster. And then here. Back up into that. Okay, so that's it. That's the song. It's a tricky one for sure. Like I said, it's very proprietary. Like he has his own way of doing things, and you know, Bruce Cockburn he's an incredible artist. You know, and this song, you know, musically, it's really just so beautiful, and also the drums and the bass are so cool in this song. Because in the demo, I did a little drum thing. And I did some bass, and just learning the drums and the bass to this was really, really interesting because it's all offbeat. It's almost like reggae, you know, really, really different. And then, of course, the lyrics, which are open to like massive interpretation. But for me, I love the lyrics of this song. This is an awesome, awesome song. It's very spiritual. Cockburn's a very spiritual guy, right? And prolific too. Got so many albums. So many songs going right back into the 70s, right? Really, really an amazing artist. And fellow Canadian too. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this lesson. Hope you get something out of it. And we'll talk to you next time.